I really don't eat burger usually at McDonald's, but I was like, whatever. No what? Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. The Angus was better.
I got a McChicken, and I'm pretty sure they made it junior chicken.
Lindsay's gonna be in the chat, so that's why. Oh yeah. So they're hearing I'm eating McDonald's. Nice. That's amazing. Hi, Colin Carroll. That's what Colin says. Colin says hi, Carol. Colin Carroll.
Belly.
Just tell me when it's live so I can just stop chopping. Oh, no, I'm still alive. I'm just chopping. They just hear me. Well, skip the dishes. Sorry. And don't forget, you get more in your cup if you say no ice, and it's still cold. Just saying. Yeah, Wendy's. It depends on Wednesdays. It depends what you want, right? I tried those little chicken wrap. They were pretty good. The mini one. Okay. Even the Frosties. Okay, it's ice cream. So what? Just tell me tell me the agenda in my ear. Okay. Okay. Get a good shout out of somebody that received an award too. You know who I'm talking to. That would be nice. Just a little word and say congratulations, right? I can do that. Yeah. But you know who I'm talking about too, right? What? Oh, okay. 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 I'll keep it that way anyway. Yeah. So the Eagle one, okay, that's 5-2. Okay.
What's up, Moose fam? Calling back here for another live on this, the second week of the 2024-2025 season, and it's been a stellar week, a stellar week. So let's just hop right the hell into it. I got Steve with me. I got Ryan with me. We're already
digitally.
Not digitally. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't cut him out and put him in the frame. He was already here, so figured he'd stay to do the live with me. What up, Colin? How you doing, bud? I know you could hear Steve-O in the background smacking his gums on his old McDonald's. But yeah, we're live now. Who's in the chat? We got 6 people watching, so let's call it out in the chat. Who's here? Do I got my regulars? Do I got Tom? Do I got Kevin and Susan? Do I got my wife in the chat? Do I got we got Jesse here? What up, Jesse? Jesse's got a little thing going on here this season where he's going live before and after the games for a little chat and give his take. So, if you're bored before the game, hi Lindsay, and you want to talk Mooseheads before and after the game, head on over to Instagram and let me get the name up, because I don't know it offhand, but I will find it out here. Give me a second, guys. And go ahead on and subscribe to it's called Mooseheads Coverage. He reports on how many, who won, so on and so forth, and get your take on the game before and after. So go ahead and head on over and follow him. He's a good kid. He's just trying to make his name and carve his stamp on the Mooseheads fans as well. No competition. It's all love. I absolutely love that when fans go above and beyond and try to do something to show that they love this organization as much as the rest of us. Anywho, what up, Steve?
Oh, doing good. I had to mute it a little bit. That's all. So, but now I'm mute there. Nice haircut, Colin.
You
Just
like
to
that
let you
one?
know, just pointed out.
Thanks,
Yeah,
What
the
about-
beard, the beard and everything,
what
and
about-
look at Ryan. Oh
Ryan.
man,
Ryan's an Adonis.
Perfect. Yeah, I like it. So it's a stylish, right? So, Ryan, how'd you like those Eagles on 27?
Wait, yeah.
Shall we start right there? Boom.
Were you there? No, you weren't there.
No, we didn't make
No.
it up for that game. As much as we wanted to be, I ended up at a concert instead. So we did not make it up for that one. We also didn't make it to Moncton yesterday or Charlottetown.
Oh, I would have loved to have been at that Moncton game, though.
Yeah, no, we'll
Oh,
all
yeah.
get there yet. We'll all get there. I think there'll be a road trip. Maybe just pack everybody in my suitcase and let's go.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So-
Good road trip, and my youngest daughter is allowed to go on the bus, so that'll be great. We'll
So-
just attach her, and there you go.
So the game didn't start out too well for us. We were down 2 in the first period.
Yeah.
All right up to halfway through the first period, roughly. When Cade Mosier finds Twine for us, and then directly after, in the first period, Lou found it to tie it up for us. So we were all tied up going into the second, and you felt the shift in the game. But I gotta say, our boys have been playing incredible hockey. There's just no give up. Mistakes have been made, but there's no give up. These boys are fighting for every inch on that ice this season, and I'm here for it, man.
So am I, honestly.
There.
I think a lot of people have counted us out already, and the season hasn't even really just began. I was one of those people. I've seen us do rebuilds before, and this is probably the best rebuild I have seen yet. We've had some rough teams in the past. We've had some good teams in the past. I think this is going to be our year when it gives the go-ahead.
And I know you old heads, the ones who've been watching these games since the Mooseheads' inception and back in '94. You guys like the word rebuild, and I know I went on to one of the groups and I mentioned the fact that Lordo prefers retool or young team, and I gotta say, I actually really prefer that term as well, retool. Because we're staying competitive. It doesn't look like a rebuild, and I can see where a team could take that as a negative term, right? Because basically they're not talented. You got to start from scratch, and these kids are nothing but talent, man. It's been an incredible show these past 5 games.
Yeah, there's been a lot of young talent on the team though. Like a lot of people, it seemed counted us out because they're like they're a young team, they're picking up. Look who they lost, look who they traded. But I think so far the boys have really proven themselves, and I'm really looking forward to this year. I've already been proven wrong once. I look forward to being proven wrong at least one, maybe two more times this year.
So what do
Depends on who
you?
we're
So,
playing.
so I'm thinking of another subject. For that game against the Eagles, their power play was stunning. That's where they got the three goals out of five there.
Yes.
So it was pretty good on the Eagles there against the Eagles. And
And
what do you think if?
at that point, our PK was 100% as well.
Yes, and they're 100% in that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very good. They're playing the box there and at times diamond, so chasing goose, and it's pretty good. They switch it up, and that's how you're going to win games. And it's the great shot on one end on the other end. That's what's going to get them the most power plays, right?
Oh,
That's how
100%.
Zach Martin scores his goal there. That was fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
what a pass! I think it was was it Kilfoyle or Fontaine that passed it to Martin there for his goal?
For who? That's for Jack Martin. It was
The top corner, the nice top corner.
It was Lou Deshaun Carrier to Martin.
Carey.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Jesse
Yeah.
asked in the comments there, what are we all thinking about Carrier?
No, he says that the Carrier trade looks damn good for us, and I agree. He was I think a 6th overall in his draft year. I know the Moncton fans aren't very happy that we have him, but I'm here for the Carrier show. Like he seems impressive. He's a gritty player. I love that he absolutely defends our players. He seems like the kid who's always going to be in there to, take up for somebody who's getting picked on our squad. Somebody like the Crosbys who doesn't necessarily want to mix it up in the corner. He'll be there to defend them. I was going to say Lou Levesque, but Lou actually, as small as he is, he does not mind mixing it up in the boards. That kid's a tough kid.
No, we got 3 solid lines, really solid, and the 4th line just grinding for the other team, and it's hard now. But I mean, like Carrier, I think he's playing as much like Cataford. Do you think? Like he's the guy that's bringing it, and he's got to go for the right moment.
I agree. I agree. I think he's absolutely incredible. I got to sign into my chat. Give me a second, guys.
Okay.
That's odd. That's never actually happened before. Give me a second.
Oh, the chat just went off.
Yeah, it's trying to make me sign into my chat. Let's see. No, there we go. I'm good. I don't know why it's saying that. All messages you send will appear publicly. Okay, that's supposed to. That's the way I want it to be. Never mind. Sorry about that. What were we talking about? We were talking about Carrier. Carrier. Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about Fontaine personally, because where the hell did that kid come from? No points.
He was there.
Last
He
season.
was there last year.
Yeah, no, I know, but no points last year whatsoever. He comes these 3 games in a row up until tonight with a goal. He's a phenomenal player. I've heard Lordo talk about him, saying how he's bought into the culture and the plan that Lordo is teaching everybody, and it's paying off. Like, I don't know if Lordo is just able to pull brilliance out of these boys, or if these boys are just getting comfortable now. But even Fontaine's playing better. The young kids are looking like our 8 rookies are looking like their second year in the queue. This is
definitely
a really nice looking team this season.
I'm noticing the rookies more than I'm noticing our veteran players.
A lot of the time.
Which is not a bad thing. I understand that the rookies, they got to make a name for themselves. They got to, people are out there looking for them, have been watching over them. But at the same time, I'm noticing them way more than any of our veterans. Any of them.
Yeah. And I got to say that the last time we've had this type of scoring depth was 22-23 season, when we had, LaRue, We had Lawrence. We had what's his pickle? Starts with a D. Doucette. You know, Dumais. We had all those people contributing. You know what I mean? Last year we were missing that. We had one line and that was that.
Last year we had a lot of injury though.
We did.
We had a lot of injury and a lot of missing talent due to injury.
We did, but you got to remember that they were calling that one line the magic line because that's literally the only points we were getting was from that one line.
Yeah.
And the odd defenseman would sneak up for a goal, but it was that one line is all we were using. This year we have depth. We have scoring capability on all four lines. And here's the thing. With the exception of tonight, of course, the lines have been shuffled, right? I mean, they were shuffled again this game, but there was no difference in the first four games, and the lines were shuffled all four games. It just goes to show that we have scoring depth no matter what line combinations we have.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. We have a lot of depth no matter who we're playing. And that's good to see because if we can mix it up and we can make multiple lines work for us, that's what we need.
Oh.
We can have our magic line, but we need a magic line along with two backups that are just as good. If not, maybe a little better.
Yep. Hockey or Nova Hockey, why don't you message me personally, and we'll take care of that.
Yeah.
So we ended up that game with a 5-2 win, 5 unanswered goals by Cape Breton. And I gotta say, I know you're a Cape Breton fan, but they were supposed to be a team that was pushing for it this year. You know, they're riding on the coattails of Newcomb's medical history. To me personally, and I hope I don't take heat for it, but I feel like they're using him to sell tickets, and I'm not a fan of that. The kid is talented, but that's not going to get them their trophy. They need a more complete team, and it's just not.
He had a -1.
Yeah.
He had a -1 on that game, so it's not that bad. But it's still like if you go doing minus in your on the play, like it's a really hard one. But other than that, like you're absolutely right. If they base on one player, like they had like good players, like
and why did
their goalie.
Why did they get rid of Ruzia?
I don't know.
That's beyond
it was good
me.
last year.
Let's trade our best goalie. Well, it's beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. I don't think the management of that team knows what they're doing.
You know what? I'm going to give that to you. As an Eagles fan as well as a Moose fan, I'm going to give that to you only for the fact of not does one player make a team.
Yep.
They are riding on Jacob's coattails really heavily.
Yep.
He is a great player. He does play amazingly when he is on that ice, but not does one team make a play, or not does one player make a team.
Agreed 100%. But what I mean is I think because they were close, and correct me if I'm wrong, they were within 2 years of bankruptcy.
Yes,
and I think they've used his touching story, because truly it's a touching story. You know, you're a strong kid, Jacob, not taking nothing from you. But his battle with cancer, I believe, has sold more tickets last year than any previous year in the not so distant future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean that said, Cape Breton did a lot of weird things last year. If we're gonna be honest, in my eyes, and again, I'm gonna take heat for it. And I'm sure you will, as is your channel. Buying your fans. That's one thing that I may be a fan of both sides of the bridge, but I don't agree with buying your fans. They get a lot of their fans from that, a lot of their returning fans and new fans from doing the $3,000 winnings.
Yeah, and now so here's the thing: the Moncton Wildcast guys, they talked about it, and as much as a team has to buy into the culture, the fans, the community has to buy into the culture. And Mooseheads don't have to buy their fans because it's bred into us. It's a culture here in Halifax. That's the team we support.
And on that note as well, people come to Halifax, and the first thing they hear of us, we've got a hockey team and we've got a soccer team. Those seem to be the two big sports in the city, while lacrosse is.
And lacrosse.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
And lacrosse,
LFD says they don't have Squire, Lavoie, Schmidt, or Fullerton yet. Agreed. I know they have some guys that aren't playing yet, but I don't even know if that's going to make a difference when they come back, man. It didn't seem like that's a team that's going for it this season.
Cape Breton really needs goaltending.
Yeah.
I mean, getting rid of Russia. No, get me wrong.
Yeah, keeping an 18 isn't it,
Yep,
Milota?
18.
An 18-year-old goalie as your go-to is absolutely ridiculous to me.
I mean, Milota's good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. But he's not proven. He's not a battle-tested goalie.
No, he spent a lot of time on the bench last year.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. Okay, so I think we're all talked out about this game. It was a good game. I'm happy to see us. There was a lot of penalties, though. My goodness.
Looking at the sheet, almost every 2 minutes there was something.
Yeah, it was a pretty intense game. So let's just move on to the Moncton game because that's the one I really want to talk about. Let's be honest. They are our number one rivals in the queue. They were supposed to be an all-in season for them, and they fell short against us on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. What are your thoughts, there, Steve?
So my thought, well, against the Wildcats, that's a pretty good combination there. But the Wildcat outshot us like ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
really badly.
They had 40 shots or something like that to our our 20, 25 or 20, 25. They did. They completely outshot us.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and Mattis was the king of the court there. So I mean, and Fontaine, like you told you, he keep excelling every game. Mattis, he doesn't need to prove himself, but he's there. And it's just an alert to the scouts and be like, hey, I'm not done. Like, yes, I lost the World Junior for Canada, but I'm there, and this year I'm going to show and improve all my little hits there to have a player right in front of his net and try to score on him and stuff. He improved on that. So that's what I mean. Like they were scouting for that for Mattis Rousseau to see if he's going to improve on that.
So
skill there.
let's talk about that for a second. Players like the two that come to mind is Rousseau and Levesque, who really seemed to struggle last season. Do you think we can say that those two are officially back?
I would say give them a couple more games. Give them a couple more games, like more, except for today because Mattis didn't play against the Islanders. But I mean, just give them a couple more couple more games to intake the lineup and how to cope with the Maritime League there. And we'll see on Friday for the game at home. So be tuned to the 4th of October there. So it's gonna be great. So against the Rampart, so pretty much all three of us
they're
and
in their
Moose Country will be there.
They're in their second year of a rebuild as well. So it should be a pretty interesting game. I'm excited for it. I'm always excited to play the Ramparts. I think it's always a fun game. I gotta say though, the Moncton game, it was pretty well behaved. There wasn't a whole lot of penalties.
No, it was pretty evenly.
Pretty
matched,
even,
too.
yeah. You
Three
say
penalties, one for Moosehead and two for Wildcats. So
I'm looking at 7 penalties total, or 8 penalties.
Power play. I was looking at the power play.
Four each. we each had four pennalties.
I was just looking at the
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we had more. But yeah, it was pretty tame game. There wasn't. I thought it was going to be a lot more, a lot grittier. I thought it was going to be a lot more backhanded, dirty shots, and it was a very tame game. There was at one point though, McKinnon. We had just gone for an attempt. We rushed the net, and what's his name? McNabb was on the ice in the crease, and McKinnon says, "Let me help you with that, bud." Reaches down, picks him up by the back of his jersey, and lifts him up just like that. It was so funny, man.
Just like that.
Yeah, I was fortunate missing that one because I was at a concert last night, so I'm just gonna sit here silently.
And let's talk about McNabb, that big open ice hit. Woo!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Lee, did you see that?
I think I seen it, but I just I was focusing on something else. But oh, geez.
It was just a massive hit, man.
just right there, right in the open ice, and that's what happened with not focus, and that's what the kids needs to learn how to be focused when you go on the play, right?
Yeah.
So
there was a few good hits. There was a few good hits. Schultze took a really bad hit, and then he got up, and it looked like he was. It looked like his bell got rung, and about 2 minutes later, he was putting everybody on their ass.
So now I can tell how many hits people hit. Like McNabb got 2. Brady Schultz got 5. Jack Martin's got 2. Brady McPhee's got 1. Oren Phillips got 1. Lou Levi's got 1, and Morzer's got 1.
Yeah, no, it was.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 13. So 13 hits in total. It was just at the right time and right moment for the Moosehead to hit. So it's good.
Let me just get to the chat. Didn't have much. Let me just get to the chat real quick. We got Jesse says, I know Newcomb personally. He's a good friend of mine and a heck of a player. But I agree. I feel like they named him captain because of his battle with cancer. LFD says, I already read that. Trevor says, am I too late for the door prize?
Yes, the door prize.
So we have some great, I don't know if Tyler's or if Trevor's referring to this, but I have some good things to talk about at the end of the live, just regarding some giveaways if you guys haven't seen already. Jesse was pumped to see us beat Moncton. Welcome to McNabb's Island, and then LFG agreed with him. Tom, I'm sorry, bud. That was my bad. I did not include the link for the channel. I will do so next time. I apologize, bud. And I've done previously for some reason. I haven't in a while. Yeah, so that was my bad, Tom. I apologize, but I'm glad you can join us. We are now talking about Game 2 against the Moncton Wildcats. And we're also going to talk about tonight's game, or today's game as well, even though that's technically week 3. But we'll discuss that one next as well, just because it's so fresh.
Yeah, we're here, may as well.
Yeah. But no, the Moncton game was good. I know the Moncton fans were not too happy. I went on there live afterwards, just not really to gloat, but, it's a gloat. It's we started this season like, shoot. We're gonna have to be a lot more calm when we go into their kitty litter box. You know what I mean? And after that win, I was this tall. Like, I was just a mountain after that win, man. I felt so good. Lindsay says, Tom, we're not talking about the Leafs tonight. No, we are not talking about the Leafs tonight. I don't ever want to talk about the Leafs again, but we can, however, talk about Montreal laying the fist down on the Leafs. That was a brutal, stupid hit. Check how many hits Showtime had today. Showtime. Okay, let's get to the second game, or the third game. Islanders.
Must be a brutal one because we won against the Islanders the last time. That's why, and they wanted to kick her ass. So that's pretty much expected.
It was a bad game. So,
and the face-off. Oh my God, there was a lot of face-off. 62 face-off. We gotta work on that. We won 24 face-off out of the 62.
Yeah, that's
and the rest was for there. So I've seen all the 3 games that come by, and we were below 30 face-off win every time.
Yeah.
So an average of 50 to 60 face-off. That's what we got. Below 30 there. So we should have a little bit more training for face-off a little bit. So let's get the Placandit in the house.
That was one of our issues last season too. We've been notorious lately with face-offs, and just not converting good chances, especially in face-offs where it's crucial to win. In their zone on a power play, or in our zone on a PK. Those are the face-offs that need to be won. You know what I mean? We can't be giving up those wins. We just can't.
Oh, they're stupid little things that we're giving up too, right? Like, I get it, we're a new team, we're learning each other's quirks and on and offs and stuff, but at the same time, we've got some veteran players there who have played against these guys. No matter what the team, they know how their face-offs are.
I gotta say though, Killer's face-off, and I didn't look at the stats yet. I might be wrong, but I noticed he's gotten a lot better. I At least at first sight at on the dot, winning those faceoffs. At least that's the way it looked to me. The third game was a full compete game as far as I seen. That was entertaining to watch for sure. Tom says, yeah, we've been playing a full 60. I haven't seen anybody really give up. And we can't put it on Milner. I think Milner did his best tonight.
He did a great job. Like I was listening to the radio there for the last bit, and the glove save, the save in the corner or something there. So I was pretty impressed. I was like, oh geez.
He kept us in it. He kept us in it. But I will say that if not for Hickey, we would have ran away with that game.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is only Milner's second or first start.
This is his first start.
Yeah, it's first start of the season. So I mean, we as much as
That's
it
good.
sucks we lost, this is his first one back, right?
Yep.
This is his first real game of the season. So he's going to work out his own kinks. He's going to work out his own little personal demons. And what?
But even that, I don't think there was anything he could have worked on. He got beat a couple times, but that was it.
Yeah,
right?
just could have played.
Yeah. Martin's ankles nearly broke on one of the goals.
I noticed that.
Did you see that? He got deked out of his skates, man. It was crazy.
I was probably just listening to it, so that's what came down.
You gotta go back and watch that. That was crazy. So LFG says 47% face-off versus Cape Breton Eagles, 43% versus Moncton. So yeah, that's actually not. It's not horrible. It could definitely be better. I think last season some teams we were like in the 30s in face-off wins, so 30%. So it's better than it was, but I'd still like to be better than that. Today's game was not Milner's fault. That's right. They were just goal scorers games by the Islanders. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm not blaming Milner at all. I'm just saying, those that want to hate on Milner and those that want to make
because they're going to be in the Facebook.
Because they're going to be in the Facebook group.
100%.
They might even be in this chat. In the next 5 minutes, right?
Yep.
We all get off games, and like I said, it's the first game that Milner's back. It's his first game of the season, so give the kid some slack. We can only go up from here, right?
Yep. And today was Reconciliation Day, wasn't it?
Today was Truth and Reconciliation Day. Yes.
Yeah. So I would have liked to have seen something more done for the game by the Islanders.
A lot to do with jersey.
Yeah, the jerseys. Last night, I believe it was who was it that wore the Truth and Reconciliation jerseys? It was Titan. The Titan wore them. I don't see why we couldn't have done that. I think every team should have had one of them. Did you notice in the first game? Who was it? Which one was it? The ceremony,
like the totally first game,
the ceremonial puck drop with against I think it was in England with the Eagles. They forgot the puck.
With the Eagles.
They didn't give him a puck to drop.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That must have been a bad omen, I think.
I just want to jive in on one thing. What are we thinking about Bathurst potentially going to Newfoundland? I want to cover that.
I know it's rumored.
Because it's rumored.
Yeah,
right?
it is rumored.
Yeah.
I've heard it's actually quite possible. My thing.
Road trip.
No. So that's the thing. That's the thing that I don't. So we just made all these changes to the schedule. We dropped some of the games from the schedule due to travel, due to expenses and travel, due to the mental wear and tear and the fatigue that it has on the players. So having a team in the queue back into Newfoundland, the logistics just doesn't make sense to me.
And I mean, I get it. They're trying to make up for what they have in place already, aka the home of the former Growlers. I know they want to fill that gap and they want to bring something back into the city, but I don't know if taking a team, like you said, from the queue, from Bathurst specifically, if that's where they decide to pull from, is the right move.
Yeah, I don't.
They might sell it. Sure. They might sell it pretty good because it's young talent, right? And it probably bring back the Fog Devils instead of the Batters that gets Batters, right?
I don't know. Fog Devil, with the travel and stuff, I don't see it lasting.
I don't think Bathurst, after this next season, I don't think Bathurst is going to be sold. I think they're going to have a great run this year, and I think for the next few years they're going to be, sound. Like, I think they're going to have enough people watching.
Sorry, Matt. Can you hear me better now?
Oh,
What up, Matt? So yeah, like, I mean, we started out, what is four straight. We lost the one today. Won't. It would have been nice to come back to the Scotiabank Center being 5-0. But it is what it is. We can't win them all, and we just got outplayed that little bit tonight. It was expensive to have a team in St. John's. Agreed, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The logistics of travel, it's going to be a nightmare. But yeah, it is what it is. I welcome any new team or any
100%.
Change, anything that makes it different, right?
Yeah, I welcome it as well. It'd be interesting to see how we do. Given the logistics of everything that go on. If it gets to that point, will I support it? Heck yeah, I will. Will I go to Newfoundland? Probably not.
So do you have a favorite, you know what, in the chat too, we have 8 rookies, I believe, this season. Type in your favorite rookie this season. What's yours there, Steve?
I'll go with my daughter, youngest there, McNabb, because Pat is doing really good, and you know what? After an injury in the face, and came back and be stronger than ever, so it's good. Like he's gonna go really positively for many years, 2 or 3 years, and he'll be the NHL guaranteed. I see lots of potential from him.
What about you, Ryan?
That's my player.
I haven't. It's gonna seem real bad to admit out loud, but I haven't seen enough games to really pick one. I've been working a lot and on the road, going to some games, but I just.
Hey, Dylan.
If anything, I'm gonna cop out and I'm gonna say Rousseau, only because I do like his style of play.
What?
Rookie.
Rookies. See?
Just take Blake. Just take Blake. You'll be fine.
No idea.
I gotta go Walters. I gotta go with Walters myself. Blake, I really liked in preseason. I haven't seen anything impressive so far in the season. But Walters, I think he's got that grit, and I think he's going to be great. Dylan says Handel. Lindsay says McNabb. Jesse says Walters. Tom agrees with agrees with Dylan. He likes Handel as well, and I really like him too. He's very crisp. Like he's well tuned. Handel's like his puck movement. He's got a great eye. He's a very efficient defenseman. Not a lot of big hits or anything too fancy, but when he's on the ice, I trust. I have trust that he's gonna keep them to the outside. He's gonna get in the way. I trust him. Eddie Doyle. Okay. All right. He's on the team. No, he's actually gotten a lot better, especially since last year and since camp. He got beat bad in the playoffs last season a couple times, but I noticed again he's keeping the players to the outside now. He's getting a little bit more physical with the body. I think he again is going to be a stud for us, especially in the coming years.
Yeah, I think a lot of our boys, new and returning, they realized what they had at stake this year, and they knew that it was a rebrand year. So I think a lot of them probably spent a lot of the off time and a lot of the off season practicing.
Except Lou. Lou was painting.
Yes.
Lou was painting. Yeah.
But I just think that a lot of the boys knew what was at stake. I think they subconsciously knew that they were going to be more heavily criticized as a new team and a rebuild team, and they just don't want to give anybody the excuses. I think they really worked hard. I see it a lot in Milner. I'm noticing his reflexes are faster, and he's watching the puck more. I'm noticing that in Milner for sure, that he is definitely watching the puck more.
What do you think
of Santini?
I like him. I really like him. Yeah, I think he's going to be, again, another player that's going to be really good for us. What do you think about the Antlers that we're doing this season?
I love it. That's great. Like that's great. It's a Montana show, kind of.
Yeah, I really like that too. So I did want to keep this one a little bit shorter than an hour. So I'm going to go into a few things for the channel, and then I'll open it up to the chat, and we can talk about whatever you guys want to. So the winner of the what was it called?
of the poll.
The poll. Thank you.
Yeah,
the winner of the poll was Mathis Rousseau. I've reached out to Scott. Scott is just trying to figure out Rooster's schedule, and he said I should be able to get him on the show before the home opener. So fingers crossed. I gotta tell you though, I feel like he may turn down the interview. I couldn't find a whole lot of interviews with Rooster on YouTube or anything like that, unless it's through like CHL or like the World Juniors. So maybe he's just a very kept together kind of guy and doesn't want to do it, and that's fine too.
He's not a very good speaker. Even,
great guy.
Oh yeah,
great
100%.
Guy.
Great guy, great kid, great goaltender on and off the ice. Just
what was your second one?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, going down and chatting with him for signatures and stuff when they've happened.
Yeah,
he's a very reserved, very quiet individual.
Yeah. So if we don't get him, we'll probably run another poll and see who everybody, or maybe I'll just pick the second most picked, which I believe was Walters.
Walters, yeah. That was
so Walter would be appropriate. He's a rookie, and you know what? Just to get into how you feel has to be a rookie so far. How was the training camp? And just a couple typical questions that I think is not gonna overwhelm the player. It's just to say how you feel, how you there. What's your best routine before the game or something like that? Just typical. Just and say interesting. So I know you're gonna do your thing.
To anybody's watching, if there's ever a question that you want asked, shoot me a message. I take any and all suggestions from any of you Moose fans. As I said a million times, this is every bit as much your channel as mine. Also, we already have quite a few things to give away this season. You want to hear what they are?
I want to know.
So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm still, again, working out the logistics of it. I'm waiting for a phone call back from Ryan from the Mooseheads to know if I'm even allowed to do this. But Matt Farrell was kind enough to make me a poster that I'm going to be printing off, probably about 100 of them, and handing them out to kids. And basically, and this actually was Dylan's idea last season. And basically, we want them to get real creative and make their own jersey. And the prize is going to be a youth jersey. So in order to compete in this, you have to be under the age of 12 or 12 and under. You have to color the page, send a picture of it to our email address. We will make a video on all the entries, and we will make a poll on Facebook for you to vote for. So that's the first one. And then I don't know what the other ones are going to be, but we have a 50-year patch white number 5 jersey. We have a 30-year anniversary pair of pants.
Okay.
We have, if you're not a season ticket holder, we're going to be giving away one of those cooler bags that the season ticket holders got. And Steve-O here and his lovely wife, Lindsay, has donated a couple or one kit bag. I can't remember if it was one or two kit bags to the channel to give away as gifts as well. So thank you for that, guys. I appreciate you. And there's going to be more throughout the season, whether it's hats or jerseys or tickets. I really want to do more for the community this season than I was able to do last year. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news for the channel right now. Dylan says Walter needs to be after home opener. He grew up watching the team. Get his reaction after he plays in that building. That's a good idea. Maybe we will do that, Dylan.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one as well. And me and Colin have decided that we're going to team up, so to speak. It's loosely. He's gonna be doing all the interviews and stuff like that. I'm learning how to do videos and vlogging and stuff, so I'm going to be providing him the gear that he was missing, because I bought a new camera, and apparently it comes with all of the toys that he requires. So
we have the same camera, and he has the creators bundle, which the mic and stuff I need. So I'll be pulling that from him, and he's. You said you wanted to get some stuff done on road trips too, correct?
Yeah, I want to get some stuff done on the road trips. The games that Colin can attend, I'm probably going to film some content, maybe a live. I'm not going to promise that because it might go against the media standards. But there's going to be a lot more road coverage this year, I think, between the two of us. Whoever hits the road first, we'll figure out where we're going from there, and we'll definitely let you guys know where we're going and what we plan on filming.
And I think that's absolutely great for your. So Ryan, if you don't know, has a couple Facebook groups, and I think personally you should put a lot of that content up on that.
Oh yeah, and that's the plan. It's
more engagement.
Exactly. I'm not going to step on your toes. This is definitely 100% your gig.
We'll get to it.
But I do want to learn. It's just something I have an interest in, and I think between the two of us, we can get a lot of content done on the road this year.
100%.
As well as home. You having your media pass now has opened up a bigger window for yourself.
Well, bigger window. Let's be honest, for the fans.
Yes.
It's not for me. Like, this is not a ploy for me to get close. Not at all. Let me just make it perfectly clear. Let me set the record straight on something. There's at any given night in the barn, we have 8,500 to 10,000 people, correct? Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to get all of them subscribing to the channel, which is completely agreeable. Even if I did, there's no way to make money off of a channel that's this niche market, because it's just for the Halifax Mooseheads. If you live in Calgary and you've lived in Calgary your whole life, that's your team. You're not going to tune into some Moosehead channel. You know, it is what it is, right? So this is a very niche market. What was my point? What were you talking about?
We're not out here looking for views.
Oh,
we're not expanding the channel. I'm not joining on for you to.
This isn't for clout. This is just. That's what it was.
For fans.
I said for the Moose fans. If you guys don't like the content, you guys stop watching tomorrow. I'll shut it down, and I'll be happy to give you a wave at the games every week. But you know, this is when I say that this is for you guys. I want the engagement. I want you to message me. I want to know what you want to see on the channel. I want you to come on the channel. I want you to have your voice heard. You know, like that. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah, it's let
for this.
us be heard.
Let us be heard,
as
man.
the barn.
That's
as
right.
the team we follow.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's something else I was gonna say.
Talk about stats, rookies, and all
Anything you
sort of
want.
things.
You're
The
the
nice
face of
moves
this channel,
to
but
say.
we all make this
Right?
channel what it is.
No, that's what I love about this community, man. I really do. So you got a joke written by our friend Mr. Ian Robinson to read.
That's right. That's right. So you can get his book anywhere there, Staples or anywhere. It's advertised for him. Ian Robinson's great, and so he's got lots of jokes there. It's pretty much, I would say, probably dad's joke and a lot of sorry, Colin, Maple Leaf jokes in there. So it's great. There's some there. So I'll go with the joke. So are you ready?
I got a Maple Leafs joke for you. I don't know if I've said this on the channel before, but what do the Maple Leafs and the Titanic have in common?
Go ahead.
Same when they hit ice.
They both look great till they hit the ice.
Oh man. Okay. Ian Robinson will probably do a comment later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with the joke. What did the cowboy ride to the hockey rink? What the cowboy ride to the hockey rink? A Zamboni.
I was trying to play a word on Zamboni, and I couldn't think of it. A Zamponi.
I think that was a good one.
That joke.
That was good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Womp womp.
Yeah, Tom goes.
Call the Lindsay Corporation finding a joke in a joke book because I suck at it.
Good job, Lindsay.
I'm not good. I'm not good at it.
I think it's the language barrier. You've lived here more than you've lived in Quebec. You lived here more than you live in Quebec, and you still sound like you just came from there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry. It's just terrible. It's terrible.
Else.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'm gonna have to start reading them off so that they get pronounced correctly.
And maybe get a laugh.
Okay.
Oh, I love you guys. All
That's
right.
good. So
Let's open it up real quick to the chat. I'm gonna give it about 2 minutes, see if anybody says anything, and then I'm gonna say my goodbyes if not. So whatever you guys want to chat about, open forum, please do so. What was I gonna say?
There's one thing I wanted to say. Can we engage the players to do like more like entertaining celebration like we used to do a couple years now, and do the arch, or do the swiping the ice, or give them a challenge.
Well, I mean,
give them a
even look
challenge,
at,
right?
what
If they go.
Charlottetown did tonight. We are calling to when we win, we raise our sticks, we thank the crowd. It's done. They went right to the center and smacked the logo. Maybe we switch up our winning celebration as well as the individuals having different celebrations.
So here's the goal cellies I love, but it has to be organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if they're in their mind thinking about how they're gonna celebrate to appease the fans, they're not gonna score. It has to be organic, right?
No, it has to be unique to the character, right? I mean, look at Catafor last year. He stole one from some other NHL players' books. Can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I know I've seen the move before. But when Catafor did it, he was the only one in the league that I saw last year do that.
That one? Yeah. Draw the heart and then shoot the arrow?
And then,
the arch.
That was good. Pre-game meal location for everyone. Tom wants to know. He says Midtown's for him. Have to go with tradition and have meat, potatoes, or potato skins. My potato skins. So I'm Midtown as well, but Tom, man, like that place is packed as it is. And there's a lineup at the door, so stop trying to send people there, bud.
But you know what? Stop. They did a renovation. They're supposed to have more seating now.
Oh, that's right. It looks great.
It looks great. It looks very polished, but it's supposed to have more seating as well, less clutter. So, I mean, maybe Tom's sending people there because he knows the owner.
Yeah, maybe. Chris Foley says, time to start getting ready for the pain that sits behind me all season. Yeah. You know, well, we all have that one person that sits behind us or in front of us that completely pisses us off, and
or beside us.
It is what it is, right? You know, Chris, you know, like you know, if you get, you know, a kick to the back of the head this season, just hypothetically, you know, just don't be a baby about it. That's all I'm saying.
I actually have a question for you, Chris, if you're still in the chat.
He's there.
Are you still planning on bringing the jersey this year? Different jersey every day.
Canada.
That's a good question. It's a good question.
Yeah, I would like to know, because I enjoy seeing it. I sit in Upper Bowl and halfway across the arena from you, and that's the one thing I look for every game now. We can't commemorate the seat to her, but we may as well.
I think we should petition the Mooseheads to put a plaque on the back of that seat.
Yeah, it definitely needs something. She needs representation.
You know, yeah, I think that's fair. She's a lifetime fan, and I mean, the only thing is they're not going to do that for everybody who meets, you know, a tragic situation. But you know, Kendra was a loved person in the stadium. Everybody knows her. I don't think it's too much of an ask.
City.
Yeah, she known her. Like I didn't know her from the Moosehead games. I knew her from
Superstore.
Yeah, from the Superstore, right? Yeah. So yeah, no, I agree. But I nothing else is coming up in the chat, so I think we're gonna end it there, guys. There wasn't a whole lot of news in Moose Country. We've been away for 5 games straight. You know, looking forward to our home opener. What? 2-0.
In 3 games, we won 2 games out of 3. That's not bad for a weekend.
No,
won 4 out of 5.
Oh, 4
out of 5.
Weekend. So we played Friday, Sunday, and Monday. That the weekend
this
there. This weekend. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we were
2 out of 3 games in a weekend. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
1 4 5. That's pretty good.
Well,
that's what I meant. Like,
on the whole road trip, it was 4 for 5, and
yeah,
I think
weekend.
That's amazing. If we can win 4 out of every 5 games we play, that's amazing. Let's do it.
Yeah. Did you see the score too? The score is there. So we lost 1-3, so 3-1 against the Islanders, but we won our first game 2-1 against the Islanders. So I mean, and all the games we have 4 goals, 5 goals. So we're up there for the goals against. It's I think it was 19-9 for 16-9, 16-9, 16 forward, and 9 against. So that's pretty good. It's good. That's where you want to see the percentage for for the goals. So
Our PKs
we're
are-
going ahead. And we're not gonna say we're gonna break the record for scoring like last time with the what was it with the Lavoie and all that crew there before. I mean, they scored like 200 some goals and like I think it was like 250 some goals, and we were like that was a team effort. Basically, it was tag team too.
Our
on the Memorial
PK,
Cup.
I believe our PK is still top in the league.
Yep.
I think our power play needs a little bit of work. You know, we did convert, I think, 3 or 4 power plays into goals over the past 5 games, but I think that could use a little work. But other than that, like, our special teams are performing.
Yep.
I'm very happy with what the coaching staff has done. I'll sing their praises until I don't have a reason to. I think they've been incredible.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good year for us. A lot of people put us down and under, but we've already proven the haters wrong.
That's what I wanted to talk about. The Facebook bullies again. Let's stop. Let's just stop. Let's stop being in the chats tearing each other down. Let's stop tearing the players down on a public forum. Let's stop. You know, like it's always the people who say, you know, this person's drama, that person's drama, that are always about the drama. Stop. There's no need for it. There's just no need. We're here for hockey. You know what I mean? That's all we're here for.
Yeah, we're all here for the
Pop shot, shoot, score.
That's right. You know, let's just stop, man. We're all adults, and sometimes being in some of these chat forums, it feels like I'm talking to kindergartens or reading, you know, high school drama. It's gotta stop, man. It really does. It has to stop.
Paul said if you're gonna make fun of anybody, make sure it's the refs.
That's right. That's right.
We're all about Langell and Starzomski chats. Still gonna keep it moderate. We're not gonna go out there, no hate speech, but you can hit on those or hate on those too. All you'd like, just keep it clean.
So Dylan says our PK is actually 3rd in the league right now after tonight's performance. We were 1st in the league. I didn't think that missing those 2, or you know, giving up those 2 goals on those 2 PKs were gonna affect it that severely, but I guess so. But yeah, so we're 3rd in the league out of 18 teams. It's not horrible. No. That's it for me, guys. Steve, thanks for joining in, bud. Really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Ryan, thanks for being here, bud. Hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there. And as always,
Go Moose, go.
you dick.
Go Moose, go.